This one seems a lot more promising as a product. Microids. I'm just so happy to see some different developer names. Oh, this is an Unreal Engine. Yeah, look at the fucking presentation on display here compared to what we've been up to. Sure, everyone, let's do it. Old granny. I'm gonna drive the old granny. I like the bootleg, the, bootleg Red Bull got going on here. I kinda like this color scheme. Usually I'd go for the blue, but I kinda like this one. Already a world of difference. I know, right? This is like infinitely better. Frame rate's not great, but it's alright, I suppose. Got a little bit of a drift. Man, this is so much better. Yeah, I think that the problem this game's got going on is the frame rate not being the best. I did only pay $2 for it, so it's okay. Could have used a little bit more optimization for the system, clearly. But yeah, like, what a difference. This is a game that, like, people actually, like, made. I guess, you know. It's got a concept. A lot's happening. I'm, like, trying to get a feel for it here. I'd be if there's like a PC version of this game, I'd be willing to check that out as well. Woo! I'm a little bit confused by the little, like, press B mechanic that's going on here. I'm trying to figure it out, though. Oh, this feels like an actual racing game. The physics and everything. I do wish the frame rate was better. I'm not sure if it's just... Because I've been getting some weirdly low frame rates in Splatoon yesterday as well, so I don't know if it's my capture card, or like the system is actually like that, or the game rather is actually like that. I have to pop it into handheld mode and take a look. Let me see here. I know this is going to be riveting for you. I just want to take a look and see if it looks better frame rate on the screen. So I just wonder if my capture card is like acting up a little bit. Maybe it looks a little bit better here. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I could be fooling myself. Let me reset the capture card. I mean, this looks okay. I just want to give it a fair shake, you know? If it's my setup messing up the frame rate, then, I want to know, you know? Hold on, unplugging the capture card screwed up one of my programs. So we'll have no audio. And that, please, thank you. Yeah, me neither. I just want to, like, make sure, you know? I don't really expect it to look much nicer. Maybe, like, slightly. But, I don't expect much. I'm gonna be honest. I'd love to see if there's a PC version, which I'm sure way better. Let me look up on Steam. If it's also $2 on there, I may as well just pick it up, you know? It is not $2 on there right now. It is 20 bucks. I'll put it on my wish list and launch out for a sale on Steam. I don't think I would pay 20 bucks for this. It's got mixed reviews. For $20, I would also give it a mixed review, honestly. Or rather, like, a negative review, you know? Anywho, let us continue. Oh, I need to turn it down again. Yeah, I don't think I will like make a video like properly reviewing this game until I can play the PC version. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I think. Maybe? The tiniest bit better. But yeah, I think the game just is a low frame rate. But hey, I'm more willing to play this. Low frame rate and all. Compared to anything else we played today. Oh no! Even though I kinda suck at it so far. Look at just how much better the movement physics are, though. Visibly so much better. Oops. And there's consequences to crashing. Oopsie. The map is cool. I could not have said that about any of the tracks in any of the other games we played today. Wasn't impressed by any of it. Yeah, I think for the Switch version they really should have gone to the trouble to like pre-bake their lighting. Among other things. That they probably could have done to improve this, but... I'm sure some of it is pre-baked, but... more of it should have been. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, great looking game. They pull it off because literally all of the lighting is baked. Oh, come on. Not a lot of room for shortcuts in this game, is there? I'm like really trying to learn the physics and everything here. Lighting fresh out of the oven. I still haven't learned this fucking mechanic. It'd probably do me some good to learn it. The triangle thing is kind of distracting. Because I'm like trying to pay attention to driving, but I also have to pay attention to lining up this fucking thing. I think that'd be my, like, one criticism of this game is it's kind of an ass mechanic for a racing game. Woo! Ah! No! Why is turbo an acronym? What does it stand for? They just really throw you right into this game, don't they? I clearly need some more practice. Really, Bolt hates me. Global warm-up. What a fucking name. A game like this would have a much better chance performing well on the Switch too, I think. I was hearing that one of the bottlenecks on the Switch is that it has kind of slow texture loading. And I was thinking about that because you can see that on this game when it was loading up the level preview. You could see the textures loading in. So like that's like kind of the main thing that they focused on with the Switch too is really fast data transfer speeds. Ooh. Turbo will make our car go really fast. What the fuck am I... What happened? Where am I? Oh man, I'm all the way in the back again now. Oh yeah, this is something I'm planning to talk about in an upcoming video of mine. But basically I'm going to talk about how racing games need to stop using licensed cars and stuff like that because it always just kills them in the end. I've seen so many racing games get taken offline. Like just get completely delisted because they had licensing stuff in them. Or like a bunch of licensed stuff in them. And rather than renew the licenses or even replace them with copyright-free versions. They just take the game down. So I've watched so many racing games die to having like real life cars in them that I just don't think it's worth it, you know? Like you can make cars that are basically like the exact likeness of the car that you want, but just remove the logos and you're good. Because like car likenesses are not copyrighted. You can make something like look exactly like a real car. And as long as you don't put the branding on it, then you're fine. Like so much of the Dirt series is gone. There's this game I found recently that's really cool. It's from 2010 called Blur. It's a combat racer. I'd never heard of it because it came out in 2010, and at that point, I still didn't have any like video game consoles, and I just had like the family computer that I played games on. So I had never heard of it until recently, but I started playing it yesterday. It's really cool, but I had to jump through some hoops to get it to work because it's delisted. And you know why it's delisted? It's because it's full of licensed cars. And it's just like that game has no business being full of licensed cars anyway, because it's like a goofy combat racer, right? It's kind of like Mario Kart, but with realistic cars. And it's like... if it just didn't have those licensed cars, it would still be fine. It could still exist today. Like honestly, personally, I've never been sold on a game because it has like exact like real car models in it, you know? Like I just like cars. I don't like, you know, like Excite Truck has cars in it that are like just obvious, like there's the one that's just obviously the Chevy Avalanche. But they didn't put the Chevy logo on it, so they're fine. That game's fine, you know? Uh-oh, I made a boo-boo, yeah. Frankly, that's a little confusing. Releasing it at the same time as Split Second and Nation Racers didn't do it any favors. World Racing 2 managed to get on the scene by debadging a few cars. I see. Yeah, I'm surprised that more of them don't just remove the logo. I have a few of the Dirt games because they gave them out for free right before they got taken off the store. So I have a few of them. I haven't played them in years though, so it could be fun to return to. I think the frame rate is better on this track. It was pretty bad on that first track. And then it was more decent on the second one, and it's like tolerable. It's like completely tolerable on this side. So it's a little bit inconsistent. But before I go to the trouble of making an entire video about this, I will make sure to play the PC version. So it could be a while, because I just gotta wait for it to go on sale for dirt cheap. I like the big airtime you get sometimes. game's cool. Oh, look at that. That was fun. There we go. I did way better on that track. That track was much better suited to the car, I think. It does. Not bad. I'll take second for my first time playing this game. Oh yeah, there's ATVs and bikes as well. A military man with a shady past. Let's try this out. We got motorbikes, like BMX bikes, and we have ATVs as well. These all look about the same, don't they? I guess I could set the timing easier for the little triangle thing. Let's take a look at the ATV. I like the cat ears that Stella has. I'd like to unlock her. That's cute. Oh, what the... excuse me? Yeah, this game's actually pretty good, honestly. It's nice to be playing a game that actually feels like a real video game. Oh, come on, I was on the track. Yeah, I like this one. Also, the frame rate has been significantly better on like every track other than the first one, so it was kind of a bad first impression. It ain't 60, but I'll take it. I like the track layouts, they're a lot of fun. The game, not the frame rate. Yeah. I think it would have to be 30 for me to say it was like a decent frame rate. I think we're still not hitting 30, but it's not like 15, I don't think. Ouch! What the fuck? I mean, unfortunately, this is pretty typical for like AAA Nintendo Switch games, you know? Optimizing for the Switch is hard. Some AAA Switch games don't even do that great with frame rate, so... I'd say this game's the Q2 is a little bit harsh as well. Yeah, and honestly, 30 FPS has always been a compromise. Like when a game is 30 FPS, it's a compromise of some kind, because all the way back in like the NES days, you had games running 60 FPS. So like even the Atari did 60 FPS. Some NES games were less than 60, and it was always for some kind of compromise. And oftentimes it was just because they didn't program their game very well, and they could have had 60. If they had modern NES programming knowledge, you know. I see some people, so we live out in the desert, right? And I often see people driving ATVs around. Because there's a floodplain right over here. Which is kind of just like a big, long, straight section of dirt, right? And people love to ride ATVs through there. It looks like a lot of fun, honestly. I don't think I would mind getting an ATV someday. You just made them up for Twinklegift. There are ATVs in Twinklegift? Oh. Well, I don't think I'm winning this one. I don't think I'm gonna catch up to that dude up there. But I'm really bad at this timing thing. I really should set it to easier next time. I think I like this game on the whole. Also, just for context, this is not part of the $2 bundle. This game itself was $2. And one of the games I played from the bundle was like a bootleg of this game, essentially. This game's a bundle unto itself. There's also a PC version, but it's 20 bucks, so I'm not picking that up right now. I'll stick with the $2 Switch version for now, even though the frame rate kind of sucks. Tree feller? Oof. Oof. Like that you just kind of materialize like a fucking Star Trek teleporter when you get reset. Ah! Crashing into everything. Here we go. There we go. First place, baby. Ooh. Huh. No, they haven't said anything about it, but I do wonder if any games are going to sort of like inherently work better on the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1. Because like I was saying earlier, I could imagine this game running significantly better on the Switch 2. But like I wonder if it will, you know, because it seems like games don't get affected by Switch 2 hardware unless they're like specifically set up for it, you know? Nice, first place. Like you'd think that it would be able to benefit from like faster texture loading and stuff like that. But I don't know if they like locked the frame rate themselves or if it's just the Switch is like throttle, like it's trying to do more, but the Switch itself is throttling it. Then there's the question if the game even works on the Switch 2 in the first place. These tracks are really fun designs. I really like the track designs. Whew. Whew. If I had the power to spawn an infinite number of... Where is this going? Following somewhere behind you in a random location. You choose to be able to spawn? Alright, what are the choices? A nut? Canis majoris? Is that a wolf? What's a Canis majoris? I'm not good with scientific names. Shut up. Well, considering they said a nut, I think it's like you could do it an infinite number of times. And it's a random location somewhere behind you. So I don't even get control over where it goes. It's just somewhere. Anyway, what is a Canis majoris? Is that a wolf? I need to know what that is before I give you my answer. Oh, it's a star? A red hypergiant star? What the fuck? I think that would cause problems. Bits. I don't think I want to spawn a red hypergiant star. I think that would really fuck things up. Well, I don't want to spawn it anywhere. It could be 2 inches behind me. I don't want that. Yeah, the fuck. What kind of a question is this, Beth? What do you want about? Yeah, I don't want it anywhere, thank you. It can... We only need 1 copy of it, like, wherever the fuck it is. I don't think we need any more. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the nut. If I have to pick one of them, I'm gonna pick the nut. You could still, like, fuck everything up if you like spawned too many of them in the universe. But I feel like it would take longer and be more difficult to fuck everything up with the nuts. Why would you do that? You just want to, like, end the universe, I guess. Wait for the astronomers to notice. You can eat the nut if it spawns close enough. Oh. Alright, let's do one more. He looks calm and composed, nothing like his daughter. Let's try out the bikes. And then the bank? Huh? We'll go for the one that's, like, good at everything. We'll see how I do if I make that a little easier. It's like... Statistically speaking, you would never spawn the star anywhere close. Blatant misuse of Cyrillic? Where? I wasn't paying attention. You press A to drift on the bike. I see. So, I really love the controls on the dirt bikes in Excite Bike 64. This is a lot to live up to on that. I will say the physics on like every type of vehicle are pretty satisfying in this. This is a pretty satisfying dirt bike, I'll give him credit. Oh, the backwards artwork. Oh no! Whoops. I'm fucked up there. Okay. Ooh. You just spend every waking moment spawning nuts. Ouch. Oh shit, did you see that? I was sick. Like I call it satisfying and then I'm like fucking up really badly with the bike. Just because it's satisfying doesn't mean I don't suck at it. Uh-oh. Climb the cliff to get the nut? Why would you do that? Using their infinite nut power, this is adorable. Incredible. There we go. Oh, hi, Shan. I've stopped playing the bundle games and I'm playing another $2 racing game. Like, this one is $2 by itself. And it's way, way better than anything in the bundle was. Oh, I fucked that jump. Okay, now, what if the question was you could spawn it anywhere behind you on Earth? Like, you don't know how far away it is on Earth. And it's a nut, or you can choose a nut or a wolf. I'm not very good at the bike. I was much better with the ATV and the buggy. Let's try it. Let's give it one more try. Is it an adult wolf? What if it's just a newborn baby wolf every time? Most of them will just die, so it's sad. But infinite tries. Eventually you'll have wolves that live. No eel? It was something I was thinking about the other night, or other day. I don't remember when it was exactly. But it was when I was in the bathroom, for some reason. Greatest thoughts of mankind always come when you're in the bathroom. But, anyway. I was thinking about how, you know, with evolution, usually, like, I feel like often people have the idea that, when it comes to, like, mutations, you have, like, one member of the species. It's like a random mutation that just happens to work good. And then that leads to the development of another species. But really, I think most of the time, it's more like there are, like, certain mutations that are, like, kind of likely for the species to develop. And so you end up with, like, a number of members of the species developing that mutation around the same time. Like, just statistically, if there's, like, certain likely mutations, then they're going to end up with it. And if there's one of those that happens to be beneficial, and, like, multiple members of the species end up with it, and they tend to reproduce more often, then that's how you kind of have it, develop into a new trait for the species, you know? It kind of happens collectively, as opposed to one specific event, you know? Which I feel like is not how most people end up intuiting how evolution works. But it makes sense when you think about it, you know? Like, that's why people, like... That's why people, have the metaphor of sort of like a surface with, like, hills and valleys. And then, like, a ball, like, you roll it down the hill. And then it can sort of, like, nestle into certain valleys. But it's very... You have to, like, use energy to push it out of the valley, you know? So it's more likely that it will just sit there, and that valley is just sort of like the, all of the, likely mutations, you know? The group of things that are most likely to happen to the species, you know? Uh-oh, I'm going off. Adultism. Wait a minute, Vince. Explain yourself here, because I know the adult is from that one stupid YouTube comment. The babies died, did the adult survived? No. After this race, sure, Buzz. Actually, well, the video itself, the audio, sure, easy. The video itself, harder to do on stream. Here we go, last lap, chat. Actually, I like this game quite a bit, actually. It's growing on me really good. This one's really growing on me. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm getting there. This is a game I could see myself practicing, you know? Here we go. Ooh. I was trying to drift so I didn't crash into the far wall, but I ended up crashing into the near wall. Oof. Would it be easier or harder if I put it on YouTube? It would be easier if you put it on YouTube, yes. I hate this fucking door. The door is my nemesis. Fourth place for me. I was on the lead at one point, but I just wanna continue. Okay, send it to me. Miss the ferry. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see here.
The tulip died. Did the baby survived? Shrimp body.
There you go. Thanks, Buzz. So what's adultism then? No. Turbo stands for Turbo Rev Booster. There you go, there's our answer. Such as gaining shrimp body. Oh. Look at the state of those shadows. Just don't do your fucking real-time shadows if they're going to look like that at that point. Just turn them off. Just fucking get rid of them. Actually, honestly, your real-time shadows could look better if you weren't doing real-time shadows for the level geometry. Just bake in your shadows for all of the static geometry. It can be kind of a tedious process from what I understand, but like, just do it. Well, the Q2 is really aggressive in this game. Well, fuck me. Those are some of the chunkiest shadows I've ever seen, Beth. And anyway, they're clearly are like the main culprit for the awful frame rate this game's got. Because like I was saying earlier, all the lighting is pre-baked in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for instance. That's why the game looks so nice. And runs so well. So it's like putting minimal effort into lighting. I haven't seen any like time of day mechanics in this game either, so yeah, like Trackmania does pre-baked lighting. And it looks great. In fact, you know, that's why Trackmania Did you see that guy wipe the fuck out? That was amazing. That's why Trackmania, historically could run on like any computer that you gave it to. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it's like lace graphics are wild. Ouch. Did Sonic Unleashed come out in 2008? Give me crave. Oh, because baking. I was like, wait, why have I got? I think I prefer the other vehicles over the motorbikes, but it could just be the stats on this motorbike, so I would need some more experimentation before I write it off. Entirely. Last fucking place, damn. I'll keep going for now just to get some bike practice and just to see some more of the game, but I think I'm not as much of a fan of the bikes as the other vehicles. It does feel satisfying though. So I think there's some way to do tricks on the bike though. It just there does seem to be some kind of trick mechanic, but I don't know what button activates that. Pressing the stick maybe? No. Oh yeah, I made an interesting oh shit. I made an interesting discovery yesterday at the store. Or maybe 2 days ago 2 days ago at the store. So you know how Need for Speed is like kind of like a big kind of prestigious racing series? Like racing game series? It would seem that the Fast and the Furious is not on the same level because I found a Fast and the Furious game at Walmart, published by Outright Games, infamous shovelware publisher. So it was like, oh no. Uh-oh. Like, Need for Speed is like a pretty big, like, AAA game series. Meanwhile, Fast and the Furious has turned into shovelware. Whoops. The crashes in this game are so gnarly. Let's see. Oh, it's like Excite Bike. It's X in a direction, gotcha. You can see there's reason to do that with this game too. You get a bonus for it. It was a knack-knack. I remember that. Woo! Yeah, I think I will stick to the other vehicle types in the future with this game. Wow, not great. I'm glad that's different. You can just choose whatever vehicle you want. If you're not feeling one of them, you can just use a different one. Okay, we're doing a race, I suppose. So Chad, I'm curious what everybody's thoughts on this game are, just from watching me play it so far. Looks like a nice game. Yeah, I mean, I think I mostly agree. Like, I think I'm going to continue playing this one. Off stream. And like work on a video about it for the channel. It blows the 6-in-1 bundle out of the water. Yeah, that for sure. I think playing it immediately after that, the bundle games, does it a lot of favors as well. In terms of the motocross gameplay, I think I still prefer Excitebike 64. Excitebike 64 set a high standard for me for motocross. Oh shit. I'm fucking it up every time. You're gonna go? No! Oh, you're just making food. Okay. I was like, no, I'm gonna miss you. I'm starting to get the hang of the boosts a little bit more. I'm glad I set them to easy timing. Fuck. There we go. Oops, I've gone in the water. We'll go to 1/3. No! I'm falling back! No! I want to do good on the bike because the bike is really fun. Oh my fucking god, you bastard! I was doing so good for most of the areas. Oh well, I give up. I give up. Oh yeah, there's some weird Thriller again. How long have I been streaming for? 3 hours? Mm. Ooh, I like that color scheme on this car. Alright, let's give it another go with the buggy and I will call it good for the stream today. Note also that I've spent like an entire hour playing this game. Whereas it took me about an hour and a half to play through all of the other 6 games. So that should tell you something. Dirty Secret. I missed the name of this track originally. What the hell is it called? Dirty Secret. You could tilt in midair even with the bigger vehicles. Even with the buggies, I should say. Yeah, I'm having a way easier time with the buggy. I should have tried. Oh, I should have tried the bike on some of the easier tracks. There we go. Getting a boost by timing your button press after the landing is really nice. Honestly, I'm starting to feel better about that mechanic, honestly. You can really turn in midair. You get a lot of air control in your fucking dune buggy. Remember earlier on today when I said that a game can be exciting even when you're in first place, like way ahead of everyone? Well, here's your example. Yeah, because the driving mechanics are actually like fun and engaging. Instead of just being absolutely nothing, you know? Oops. Like, that's the thing I've been thinking. So I've been thinking about racing games a lot lately, obviously, because I'm doing an entire channel dedicated to them. Oops. The thing I've been thinking about is that for a racing game to be good to me, there needs to be a baseline competence with the movement, right? Like, it doesn't need to be anything fantastic, but for a racing game to be decent, you need to at least get the physics and, like, the controls right, you know? Oh. So the physics and the controls need to be okay. And then, on top of that, you need good presentation. Right. This game's got both pretty good. I mean, obviously I'm playing the Switch version. The frame rate takes away from the presentation a bit. But like, I'm sure a PC version of this, I would be able to just say, yeah, presentation's good. The games we played today were a lot of games where they didn't have the baseline competency and they didn't have presentation. So they did not meet the threshold for me to call them decent racing games. And what's my favorite racing game? Hey, what the fuck was that? Track design is important too. Sure. I suppose for me, if the game had bad track designs, then that would just fall into the category of the game doesn't feel very good to me, you know? What's my favorite though? Yeah, I like the different routes and everything, and I like how everything looks. Got some cool corners going on. Cool shapes. My favorite, I think at the moment, I would consider that Trackmania Turbo. That one just has all, that one just ticks all my boxes, you know? In terms of how it feels to play, how it's presented, everything. I love Trackmania Turbo. And in terms of Trackmania, I think my second favorite at this point is Sunrise. Like, all the stuff from Sunrise is also in Trackmania United. But, I think some of the presentation is lost in United. Like, in terms of, like, the music choices and everything. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And Trackmania Nations Forever. I see. I'm planning a video about Sunrise, and about how it is, the most 2000s racing game ever. Turbo totally has the most style, yeah. And I think Sunrise is like second place in terms of style. It's sort of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater of racing games, of like car games. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think they have. I think the presentation in Trackmania 2020 is a bit of a misstep. I have as I mentioned earlier, I have an entire video about how I think that it's a misstep. Just talking about every version of Trackmania's Stadium, and how that one is my least favorite. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other favorite game at the moment I think is I think Excitebots has quickly risen to the top of my list of racing games. I am a big fucking fan of Excitebots. And that one I love because it's just absolutely crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the channel's called FlutterBug Auto. Also a new racing channel. I also did a video about Trackmania Turbo the other day. Have I played Lego Racers? I did briefly. I played the PC version. I have checked it out. I haven't streamed it though. I'm still planning to stream that eventually. Yeah, that's how I found that game too, was I watched a video yesterday about how, the, item system in that game is interesting. They also mentioned the item system being interesting in, Diddy Kong Racing. In a similar way, so that's what got me to play that game too. That one I did stream, last year. And get super far in it though. Diddy Kong Racing gets pretty difficult. Well, it gets very tedious, I think, was my problem with it. Because it's kind of a collectathon and kart racer combined. And I was not feeling the, collectathon. Woo! Yeah, it was also made by a completely different developer, if I remember correctly. Same thing happened to Lego Island. Lego Island 2 is a totally different developer. Oof. I'm fucking up the timing like every time now. And then of course there was an era where every single Lego game was just the same game. Over and over and over again. So I'm glad we're past that era now. Speaking of Lego racing games too, especially modern Lego games, I am very glad, or excuse me, opposite of that, I was very annoyed that Lego 2K Drive didn't turn out that great. I didn't end up even buying it. Like, I was so excited for it, and then, see, I was excited for it because I didn't know what 2K is like. What the developer 2K is like. So that game is like you pay $60 for it and then it's full of microtransactions on top of it. And it was just like, ugh. Doesn't sound great. But like a Lego open world racer, it sounded like so much fun. It's unfortunate who they picked to make it for them. Everybody was just like, yeah, that's 2K for ya. It's like, god damn it. You didn't dare get your hopes up. Yeah, I only... Oh no! Oh man. I was excited because I didn't, like, know it would be like that, you know? Like, it looked good, you know? It was so disappointing. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I think I could recommend this one, especially if it's the PC version, and especially if you get it on a deep discount. I think you'll get some fun out of this if you get it on sale. Well, that sounds interesting. I never heard of that one. I like the sound of it. There's also Drone Racers, I heard is good. But it's not very Lego. Like a lot of people like they're like, you wouldn't even know this was Lego other than it says Lego on the box. In fact, I think it doesn't even prominently say Lego on the box. It just like like you could totally miss the Drone Racers as Lego. What if people like that on too? Top down view with no steering input, only lane switching. Interesting. Sounds like some Flash games I played as a kid. There was also like a little like... I remember there was a Lego Flash game that was 3D. You played as like a little remote control Lego car and like you explored around like a building. Like it was like a shop or like a warehouse type of thing. We're having a lot of fun with that one. I should try and figure out what that was and play it again. Remember it was one of those games where I didn't like try to like go for the objective very much. I just drove around and explored. Alright, good night, Shan. Thanks for joining. Gonna feel unfinished, I say. Also in my near future plans for racing games I'm gonna stream is all of the Ridge Racer games. Like all the original PlayStation ones. Which I know are very highly regarded, so I'm looking forward to playing them all. La Iguana. This game has an interesting cast of characters. Gasp and gaps. Oh shit. That was kind of crazy. Ooh, I'm in first. See if I can keep it. Recommend episode on Racer. Yeah, I've never played that. But I'm always looking for recommendations for racing games to cover, so... I'll absolutely take a look. Ah. You gotta be kidding me, come on. There we go, I got the boost at the beginning. There you go. Wait, I'm just fucking up everything. There we go. Alright, we're going for it. Ooh, good one. Bad one. There we go. Jesus fuck, what happened? What the hell was that? Excuse me? Hello? Yeah, I know, low battery. I'm gonna stop playing soon, don't worry. There we go. But that guy fucked it up. Been second again. I would love to get better at this game. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. Customizing the look of my glorious destroyer. Chat, I cannot get over the fact that they were charging 99 cents for skins in Go-Kart Mania. That's one of the most absurd things I think I've ever witnessed in my life. They were so bold for that. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Oh no! They're using that technique that the old Trek Media games did best, where they just kind of change the color of the like the screen itself to simulate like the sun going like behind things. Let me try again. This is going bad. $5 per skin with AI generated textures? What game was that? What game did you see that in? What the hell? Hack and slash Fury. Did it also look like a slop shovelware game? I assume it must have, if they're using AI generated textures. The game is Kino. 3 hours of cutscenes. Oh. It really is, Bess. I really want to win this sun. I've been slowly getting better. It's time for a victory. Gameplay is very jank. Uses 2 assets repeated over and over. Oh. Kelly was talking about it. The level skip past to watch all the cutscenes. Oh my god. I feel like this game is an alternate universe take on Excite Track. Oof. I think honestly I play best with the ATVs in this game. I think that was my best time, was with the ATV. My best performance, I should say. The cutscenes are very unintentionally funny, I'd say. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. That was some good shit. Oh, man. Okay, I'll give this one more try. And then that'll be the end of the stream. For today, I'll be back tomorrow. Woohoo! There we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm locking in chat. Here we go. There we go. Also, I have to say, it's a small thing and it normally would not go with, like, it wouldn't even need to be mentioned because it's so obvious to include, but I'm glad that there are dirt decals at this game. The reason I say the reason I'm pointing it out is because I'm still annoyed that when I played oh fuck me, I played NASCAR Heat 5, which includes a dirt racing mode. There are no dirt decals on the cars. It's an entire dirt racing league. All you do is drive on dirt tracks, and the cars don't get dirty. And I had a good time with that game otherwise, but I'm endlessly annoyed that they didn't have dirt decals. When? There we go. I am not Ryu from Streets. You will not be seeing me in Street Fighter 5. Ooh, I fucked that guy real good. Okay, I like the dirt decals. Because I played one game that didn't have them, and it was really stupid. Oh yeah, NASCAR Heat, that's another game series that fell victim to getting delisted because of being licensed. There I feel like there wasn't much you could do about that. Like that one definitely was being sold on brand recognition. I feel like most racing games are not sold on the brand of the fucking cars in the game. And if they are, then I am not the target audience for that type of thing, I suppose. I just want to race. I don't care if the cars exist in real life or not. In fact, honestly, bonus points if they are just fantasy cars that I couldn't see in real life, you know? There we go, there's the first place. End it on a high note. That's what I like about Hot Wheels Unleashed is they really focus on the fantasy cars. Tricky tracks. Saul Wilson III, rich, famous, unpleasant. Oh yeah, I want to play as this guy, he's unpleasant. Imagine describing your player character as unpleasant. That's not Wario, you know? Tricky tracks. Oh, each one is getting longer. Well, this game's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I think I'm improving, honestly. I'm gonna keep playing this game. I'm gonna try and get pretty good at it. My Nintendo Switch news section has been ruined. Oh my fucking god. Want some slab? Oh my god, look, each and every one of the games in the bundle is like, hey, you want the bundle? My Jesus fucking Christ. I will be uninstalling basically all of these. I might get some extra footage of Adrenaline Rush. And maybe the motorbike game, but I think I have all the footage I need of those other ones. Jesus. Well, here, it was mentioned earlier. You probably already found it by now, but I'm going to link my racing channel in the chat. There you go. Yeah, that's today's stream. It was a lot of fun. Despite the games being kind of stupid, I had a lot of fun looking at them. And then this one that I played for half the stream was actually really good, and I will be playing it more. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a video on the main channel talking about the racing channel, because you may have noticed I have a lot more subscribers on the main channel. I'm also thinking about, like, if the racing channel does well, I'm thinking about maybe like renaming the main channel to like FlutterBug VODs, because that's mostly what I upload there. And I'm doing a third channel that's for like video essays about non-racing game related things. Because I do have other games that I could do entire video essays about, or just like other topics surrounding video games and stuff like that I could do entire video essays about as well. So I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna focus on the racing channel for now, but if that starts doing well, then I would consider talking about some other stuff too. But I am particularly very passionate about racing games, so that has been a good topic for me to make a channel about. Yeah, I'm doing weekly uploads on there for now. I'm gonna keep that up as long as I can keep thinking of things to talk about, and so far I have not come close to running out, so there should be plenty of things on there. But yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna play Cruisin' World and Cruisin' Exotica on the Nintendo 64. I already played Cruisin' USA. I have a lot of that up. But I'm planning a video that's just about all the Nintendo 64 cruising games, so I gotta play the other two now. And then I gotta do a video about those. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, hold on. I wanted to show off my Pochita hair tie. Consume. I got that a couple weeks ago. I wore it on my train trip back home, and I got so many comments on it. There was like an older lady while we were waiting for one of the trains, and she was just like, "Excuse me, is your scrunchie a chainsaw?" I was like, "Yep, that's a chainsaw." It's really funny. About Chainsaw Man. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.